This next question comes from Kory, and Kory says, how have you been able to overcome or prevent overthinking so you can get more done each day? He says, right now, the rate at which I'm getting projects and daily tasks done is too slow. This is hurting both my company's efficiency and my ability to make money. At first, I thought it was a scheduling issue, but even if I have a strict schedule, I'm not sure I would be able to work fast enough during my blocks of time because I constantly overthink the task itself. There are too many thoughts that run through my head to put here, but if I had to summarize them, they are all some form of, am I doing this the right way? So then that leads me to do more research, which leads me to analysis paralysis, and another day goes by with nothing meaningful getting done. Even this message is taking way longer than it should because in the back of my head I'm thinking, is this making sense? Am I leaving out any information? Dang it, now I'm behind on other things. Hopefully this is enough context. Thanks in advance for your help. Kory, you and I had a conversation about this, and I already told you that this is the way that you are, and the real problem is that your boss, your leader, is not doing a good job leading you. You know, I have several people around me that are very similar to you, and they are extremely productive, and they are extremely efficient because I tell them exactly what I want them to do and when I want it done by, and I give them complete clarity on exactly what it is I want them to do. So they know how to get it done. They know not to take too much time. They know what the end result is that I'm looking for specifically, and they get it done. Your boss, your leader, is treating you like he treats himself. He is the type of person that he can just make things up and create ideas and business and everything from scratch. He's an inventor type. He's a visionary type. You're not. You are a tell me exactly what you want done and how you want it done, and I'll get it done for you. That's the type of person you are. When left to your own accord to just figure things out, you are going to struggle tremendously, and ultimately you're probably going to fail because that's not the right role for you. I know you want to keep trying to do this. I know that you're trying to put this square peg into a round hole, but it just doesn't work. We have to find out what our strengths are and then do those things that we are strong at, not try to increase or decrease our weaknesses. That's the old school of leadership. If somebody isn't very good at something, let's train them to be better at it every single time. But the problem is that's only going to work if that person is going to be strong at that thing. They just haven't had the experience. But when I try to tell somebody like you, go be a strategic thinker, go be a visionary, it just isn't in your skill set or your DNA to do that. And that's why you're struggling. The only advice I could give you other than getting a different job or telling your boss that you need more direction, which I know that you've already told me that if you went back and said that, he'd probably fire you anyways. So you're caught between a rock and a hard place. The only advice I have for you is to try to figure out a way to have better communication and dialogue with your boss and get him to give you better detailed information of what's expected and what's the outcome. When left to your own accord, you are going to continue to get analysis paralysis. Another thing is this. With some of my team members, when I'm first starting out, and I've got lots of projects like your boss has going on, I just tell them, listen, if you can get this project to 70%, come back to me. I'll tell you how to tweak it and what to do, and then you can go back and do the work. That way, I'm leveraging your time to go do the big bulk part of the work and get it to 60, 70%, and then I can help you tweak it and help you get it to the 90, 100% after a couple renditions. Over time, I'm going to learn that I don't want to do that. I really want to give projects to people and they get it to 110% and they do better than I would have done by myself. And that's the mecca of the type of hire that we're looking for. In the beginning, you might just say, let me get this thing to 60, 70% as fast as possible, bring it over to my boss, show it to him, get some advice, get some feedback, and then go back and tweak it and finish it out. And that could help you with the analysis paralysis. But once again, that's only going to come from having a great open dialogue with your boss. And it sounds like you might be walking on eggshells with your boss a little bit, and you're just trying to be, you're trying to be able to just take care of things without having to bother him. But all that's going to do is create a vicious cycle of you not performing, and he's going to say, why aren't you performing? Do you need help? And you haven't come to me, and you're going to go, well, I didn't want to bother you. And it's just a very vicious cycle to get into, okay? Because it sounds like you already know that you need to time block. You already know you need to prioritize, but you are still getting caught in the weeds. That's just because of the nature of your personality. You're a people pleaser. And so nothing is going to be perfect until that person says, hey, that's good enough, Kory. Let's make it work. Let's do this. You would work really well in a team environment, not in an environment where you are completely independent to think of all the ideas, execute, and do it. That's going to set you up for failure, all right? I know this isn't the greatest news in the world, but man, I'm telling you from experience, decades of experience, this is the issue. Don't go too long staying in that situation, man, okay? Hoping that it's going to change. Don't get insane. Keep doing the same things over and over, expecting different results. Have a great day, man.